Hey, welcome back, everybody. We've got our year in review episode for December. And thanks for coming on to Napkin Numbers over the years. We're excited to kind of talk a little bit about Freeman Lundt and then also our portfolio companies and just kind of recap what we saw, what we heard, what we're seeing as we went through the year. So let's get ready for some recap. Um, let's talk about Freeman Lundt, our M&A side. This was a really interesting year. We saw this buyer's market that started off. Financing was more restrictive, rates were higher, and so what we saw was a lot of those value gap type tools when we were doing transactions. We saw earnouts, sellers thinking, "Hey, we'll do some seller financing for carrybacks, maybe some rebates." SBA became really big about doing the rebates instead of earnouts for certain deals. And we wanted to narrow those price discrepancies. So that became really common this year. We also saw a lot of roll-up strategies. So from search funds, think different buyer groups, and that growth through acquisition was a really hot topic for strategics. So as we look at 2025, we were pretty excited as we saw these rates go down because we're already seeing this pickup of activity from financial buyers, people that are looking to deploy capital and take advantage of those lower rates to get a bigger return. And we expect industries tied to infrastructure, manufacturing, distribution, and business services, all of those. So think skilled labor such as HVAC, plumbing, electrical contractors. We expect those to really thrive and be hot industries for buyers next year. The next thing we want to talk about really is our commercial capital side. And Rahsaan, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, commercial capital is what it is, right? The thing in the lending and finance space is creativity and thinking outside the box. In our years in banking and finance, you run into a lot of folks, lenders in the industry, and so many of them will just take a no and that's it. They don't keep pushing with their credit folks to try to figure out ways to do the deal. Something we've always prided ourselves on is thinking outside the box and trying to find a happy medium where we can get to a yes and get deals done. We had a lot of that happen this year because many deals that we picked up were deals that floated from different lenders, didn't get done because they didn't have that critical thinking. They weren't thinking outside the box, or they were taking that first no and just saying, yeah, this is a dead deal, and not trying to sit down with, credit people and saying, hey, yeah, I know we can't do the deal this way. Maybe this structure doesn't work, but what kind of structure would work? If you've got a credit worthy person and a company that's cash flowing, or meeting the barriers, you should be able to get those deals done, in our opinion. A high percentage of them should happen. But what happens is many of them don't. And a lot of that comes down to education. And like I said, people thinking outside the box and having the right conversations with the decision makers. It's very, very important when you're trying to get money, working capital, commercial real estate finance, whatever it is, to interview enough people to see, hey, who's got a good handle on this? Who's somebody that can really help me get this deal across the finish line? Because stuff is going to happen. You're going to have things that pop up. And if you don't have somebody that can pivot real quickly and say, hey, you know what? I know we didn't get the answer we needed here, or it didn't work this way, but if we change this here, shift this over here, now this deal happens. That's how deals get closed. So many of these deals should be getting across the finish line that don't. And so that, we'll kick into something else that we're really excited about to get creative with, and that's syndication. Scott, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Thanks, Rahsaan. Syndication is something we're really excited about for 2025. We're always looking to be more creative as a company to find opportunities for our clients to succeed. And that success could be in opportunities in investments or tax saving strategies, something like that. So when we were looking throughout the year, got introduced to real estate syndication, we thought this would be great. It's been something that been floated through our networks over the years. And now we have an opportunity to push that out to our clients and people we know. So in 2025, keep an eye out for more awareness about this in our socials about real estate syndication.
We all want to save on taxes.
That's right. Get more investment, save on taxes, all that. Make money, save money. That's what we want to do. So with that, we also want to bring in one more thing too, is our portfolio companies. We had some really great strides moving forward and look to go into next year with that too. So Rahsaan, why don't you pick that up?
Yeah, our whole electrification movement, we're big in the energy efficiency manufacturing side, making all kinds of stuff in that arena. EV charging has been a big one this year, big winner. The electrification push is massive all across the nation, and everybody's going about it differently. There's no one size fits all, process. Each project can be very unique. How much power do they have? What do they want to do? What do the utilities have available? Incentives, rebates, you name it. And just like financing, where you got to have people thinking outside the box and being creative, this is no different. I keep telling people at the end of the day, the bottom line is the bottom line when it comes to infrastructure. If you don't have the money or the structures to, put these things together financially, they're never going to happen. And we've noticed that with a lot of grants that have come in numerous states where money was awarded, but people didn't know how to actually make the money work with the particular project, whether they were getting 50% of the project paid for from a grant and didn't know that the local utility could cover the other 50%, or how to marry the two together, and even knowing that they're stackable. So we're continuing to really push education in that space, in that arena. We're having a lot of fun doing it because it's fun helping people figure out how to be more sustainable and get more energy efficient, solving real world problems. And next year, that's just going to be another, hot topic for us. Electrification, like I said, isn't going away anytime soon. And we need to start getting more efficient, microgridding, all kinds of stuff. I mean, Amazon's building robots. Where's that power going to come from? Right? We got to get more efficient all around the board. Electrification is one piece of it. And that's going to be some fun, exciting things for us to dive more into next year and help people get more of these projects across the finish line, this financing side.
So thank you for being with us for 2024, or for those of you just joining in now, thanks for coming on and joining and seeing what we've been doing. We are, again, excited about 2025. We want to build on the success we've had, keep growing, and we couldn't do any of that without your guys' support and choosing us to be either your lender, somebody that you're working with for buying or selling, or even just being one of our clients in our portfolio companies. We appreciate every one of you. Thank you for a great 2024. We'll see you in 2025. Take care, everybody. Happy holidays.